Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to VidaneTV. Coming in hot on this cold night. It's got to be like 12 degrees here at VidaneTV HQ. Not pleasant outside, but we're glad you joined us here on a Wednesday night for the Turn4Podcast Winter iRacing Series. 100 laps on the docket here this evening for the LFOD Motorsports 100 here at the virtual Southern National Speedway. Just got the opportunity to take a peek. A little bit of a last chance qualifier race out there for Mr. DeCourcy in the 74 car. He's going to make the show because he won that one car race. So great job on that. 21 cars here to kick things off. Cody Parker going to start on a pole with a blistering lap time of 14.068. Right on his outside, going to be Skylar Sharpie, Aaron Thompson, and Andrew Harmon in the second row. As you can see, the rest of the starting lineup grow across your screen there. Great to have you in. We're live all over the place here on VidaneTV. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch. We're trying to get live over on TikTok as well. We need the follows, though. We have to get ourselves up to 1,000 followers before they'll let us go live. We want to make sure that they know, that TikTok knows, that we want to entertain the masses. We're going to use that as a little kind of a behind-the-scenes type deal here at VidaneTV. That'll be a lot of fun. Get to see how loud I get to scream into this microphone and how loud I get to push the buttons, how hard I get to push the buttons. In any sense, green flag flies. We're racing once again here on VidaneTV. We're very grateful to have you here with us. The 11 car going to be down low. Parker going to hold on to it. The 051 on the high side seems to be holding pretty tough as they go into 3 and 4. Still side by side, up into the wall just a little bit. Doesn't seem to slow Shippy down, though. The 051 car still making a move on the outside. You can hear these cars get right up on the chip and bounce off of it at the end of these short straightaways here. And that's how you know the car's handling well. If you're able to shoot off the corner and really gain some momentum and get all that momentum, you'll hear that rev limiter bounce right off of it. And a little bit of a slip up there for the 051 of Shippy, going to go high, wide, and a little on the handsome side. The 19's going to dip on down low. Thompson going to move in to P2 and set his sights on the back bumper, maybe on the side door of the Miller Lite car, because we are under caution for the very first time here on lap number 4. Being told might be issues with DJ Gerard in that 00 machine. There you can see parked in the wrong direction and a bad spot on the racetrack. We'll back that up just a little bit more here. On the U-House Racing Designs instant replay, they see the 00 down to the bottom side. Everything looking all right. Gets a little bit loose coming out of turn number 4. Gets checked up, or the 039 it looks like gets checked up in front there. Nowhere for the 00 to go and into the back bumper. And Roundsky, not ideal for the 00 car. Going to have to climb up through the field. Going to come down pit road, though, and get some of that damage repaired, some of that virtual damage repaired. See if they can get that car working to a T. Cody Parker still up front with a 19 of Aaron Thompson on the outside. One to go last time by. Lights off on the iRacing pace truck. Going to take that hard left-hand turn to the safety of pit road and turn these drivers loose once again. Fantastic restart from Cody Parker down the bottom side. Aaron Thompson, though, still able to get up through the gears in that 19 car and hold tough on that high side. You can see a couple of drivers up on the high side getting themselves very introduced in that outside wall. I think we're going to see a lot of cars at the end of this one with a yellow stripe on the car somewhere or another. But man, oh man, you can see all the way through the top 5, still side by side, the front 2 rows. A couple of guys haven't sorted out single file, but in behind that, it is a bee's nest of drivers side by side, almost 3 wide back there as we battle it out hard up front for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. You can see the 898 car of Dickey moving up into the fight as well. Zulo in the 16 there, Boudreau in the 1 car, Carmen and Benson, the top 5 as they run, all still chasing our new leader, Aaron Thompson in the 19 car. You can see got around that Miller Lite car. Good call for him, and he's pulled away by about a car length, maybe 2, but the Miller Lite machine of Parker able to close right back up as he gets into the corner. You can see a couple of different drivers with 2 different entry styles as we've got a little bit of a calamity towards the back of the pack. And when we say a little bit, there's a lot of jumbling there on that scoring tower. So we're going to back this one up on the U-House Racing Designs instant replay and find out what brought out caution numero 2 here on lap number 15. And we'll take a look here at the U-House Racing Designs instant replay from the blimp, and we're going to focus in on that 008 car right there, dead center on the screen. The 039 up on the high side. There's the 16 car around, and another incident as well. So there was a couple of different incidences that seemed to happen at the same time here. You heard that double smash. It sounds like somebody may have popped a motor in that one. We'll see if anybody has an extended pit stop here, but multiple cars involved in this second caution. There you can see Caden Roberts in the 000 car, or 008 rather, going to pull off pit road after getting some repairs. Daniel Sweeney down here as well. Still some big damage on the right front. Kenny Thompson in the 039 car coming to the attention of his crew, but up front still the 19 car in charge. Aaron Thompson, Cody Parker, JD Stockwell, Skylar Shippey, and Nathan Wenzel in the top 5. Stephen Dickey Jr., Ryan Carmen, Kyle Buck, Dylan Quinn, and Andrew Harmon going to be the top 10 as they run right now. Taking a peek through the timing and scoring, it looks like the biggest movers are tied right now in 8th and 9th. Kyle Buck and the 5 car and the 44 car of Dylan Quinn. Both of those drivers have gained 10 spots from where they qualified here tonight. And the rules state we have 20 of the top drivers that come in on time, the 20 quickest drivers with those time trials, that 1 lap of qualifying at the beginning of the night. And then we have the top 6 in the last chance qualifier that would make the show, but we had 21 drivers show up. So Jimmy DeCourcy was able to get 10 extra laps of green flag practice in, and it seems to be doing them well. The 74 car has moved up 9 spots and currently running in the 12th position. Here, as you can see, we're doubled up with lights off on the iRacing pace truck, getting ready to do battle once again here at the Southern National Speedway, the virtual Southern National Speedway for the LFOD 100. 80 laps to go when we get to the stripe, and bubbles up in the flag stand, says green, green, green. It's time to go, and they get up through the gears, and they're still side by side as they get into one. You can see the 19 pull away just a little bit, going to try and block any kind of run that the Miller Lite car has up top, but we're going to get that yellow flag rather quickly as caution flag flies for the 3rd time here tonight. We'll back that up on the U-House Racing Designs instant replay. Looks like some issues for the 4 car of Garrett Benson, and we'll take a peek at it here. Just getting the virtual tapes rewinded here. It's crazy because it's virtual racing, but they're not virtual tapes. It's actual reels of tape. But we're going to focus in on that 4 car. The 008, I believe, may have gotten a taste of the action as well, and I may very well have hit the wrong button. We'll see if we can... Here's the restart. There you see the 3 car. There we go. A little bit of simultaneous spinning there right off the start, right off the green flag. You can see these drivers still kind of right up over the pace lap. The 3 gets a little bit too hot to trot. Turns the 4, the 08, the 1. A couple of drivers. The 39 car gets a big shot underneath the 4 car. That is not a good spot to be in. We'll see if we can back that up, and well, we've got to take a look at the onboard of that particular incident, because that was a little bit on the sketchy side. We're going to take a look at the whole incident from on board of the 039 car. There you see, gets around the 3, everything looking good, but there's the 4 car, just whammo, up underneath, sparks flying. There's a good shot of the inside of a Hoosier tire, so how about that? shot here live with the iRacing world. And tough break, but man, it's almost what the 19 car of Thompson wants to see. Able to get a couple of these restarts under his belt to kind of practice them for later on in the show. You never know when a race is going to come down to a green-white checkered, and you want to try and get yourself the best possible restart that you can. Lights off once again. Going to line up 2x2 all the way through. Quarter distance here. Lap 25 is in the books. 75 laps left to go in this one. The LFOD Motorsports 100 at the virtual Southern National Speedway. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We're live all over the place. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Do a quick search for VidaneTV and you'll see us just in time to see the green flag once again. Racing here at the virtual Southern National Speedway. The 19 car able to pull away just a little bit. Stockwell in that bright green 45 car. Where did he come from? Hard to see, or hard to miss really, that lime green paint scheme in that second position. There you can see Cody Parker dropping on back to third. Skylar Shippey in the 051 car making their way back up on the outside, making it look easy. You can see Nathan Wenzel in the 03 car down the bottom side. Oh, trouble. The 57 car looked like they were stopped on the track, and the leaders get right up into it. The 57 is going to be down pit road. I think that took everybody by surprise. That's going to bring out caution. That's going to damage a lot of race cars here in this one. So we'll definitely cue that up on the U-House Racing Design Instant Replay. And I think we're going to have to take a couple of different looks at this one. I don't know if that was a pit stop or what the deal might have been. Well, it looks like the 57 car definitely has some issues. So we'll take a peek. Here's the Sundrop car. Focus in, dead center on your screen from the blimp. Car on the wall, 14, there's the contact down on the inside wall. That group of cars goes by. That's the tail end of the lead lap. And it looks, this is where the leaders come by. Tries to get the 57 car going. Everything looking good down on the bottom side. You can see black smoke coming out of the car, so it's definitely broken. It's under power, and you can see drivers trying to get around there on the outside. The 57 just trying to get down to the safety of pit road. But man, oh man, calamity ensues after that. And that is that's tough, because that's one of those deals. We'll take a peek at it here from the onboard camera and see, like, that car's dead. There's not really much happening. Really trying to get it in the gear to roll down the banking, and unfortunately just not able to get down there quick enough to get the leaders here. You can see they're coming down through, and everything he can to try and get that car moving, just didn't quite get there in time. And there you can see some more calamity as we get to the start-finish line. So lots of damaged cars here in this one. Kenny Thompson down on pit road. There you can see coming off. Daniel Sweeney in the 012. Garrett Benson still down there as well. The 57 of Beecher looks to be rejoining the field. Couple laps down there, but still going to be chasing our leader, Aaron Thompson, up in the 19 car. How about it? Aaron Thompson in the P1 spot. J.D. Stockwell moving on up to P2. Cody Parker, Skylar Shippey, and Nathan Wenzel, the top 5 as they run. Flash bulbs fly, and so does the green flag racing once again. Gotta love these wide angle camera shots that iRacing sets up here. You can just see how these drivers are able to kind of manipulate the racetrack, use the high line, use the low line, and make that car do exactly what they wanted to. J.D. Stockwell still up in the lead. Aaron Thompson comfortably in second. Looks like a car down low. I believe that might have been the 6 car. We'll double check on that. Front 5 or 6 cars, single file, double wide battle for 7. Stockwell taking over the lead in that number 45 car, able to pull away by a car length or 2 over Aaron Thompson. And this is where these drivers are going to start doing their homework a little bit and kind of find out what the car in front of them is going to do on a long green flag run and how they can kind of utilize that later on in the run. You can see a couple of lap cars up in front. potentially going a lap down here on a lap number 38. Check that 39 as they cross the stripe. And you can see right now Aaron Thompson kind of tucked right into the tire tracks of J.D. Stockwell, taking the turn wide a little bit on exit, but getting into the entry right in the tire tracks and really learning where that car is able to throttle up. And you can see Stockwell able to get off turn 4 just a little bit better. It seemed like the 19 car struggled a little bit, slid the outside of the car out. Seems like that in 2 as well. Stockwell in the 45 really able to make the corner exit work, and you can see the 19 kind of shakes that rear just a little bit, gets a little bit loose into it, but the entry in turn 2 is very, very good. So tough to tell. That's coming from a guy that hasn't been behind the wheel of one of these late model stocks in a very, very long time. That's why I'm up here yelling into the microphone and pushing all the buttons here. And speaking of yelling into the microphone, caution flag flying again. We got trouble back in the mid-pack on back. You can see the 14 car has popped a motor. That's going to be Andrew Harmon involved in that one. Great qualifying effort up at the top 5, but not the finish they were looking for here this evening. Let's take a peek at that U-House Racing Designs instant replay, find out what went on back here. So we'll take a peek from the blimp here, focusing on that 14 car. You can see a little side-by-side action. The 5 car gets into the corner panel pretty aggressively. The 74 able to get up and around, gets into the outside wall there. 44 gets some damage. That old black car getting a little bit of the action as well, and that's where you see the black smoke pop from that 14 car, and that is detrimental to your night of racing. We'll back this up one more time, take another look at the angle of it, and that's a hard hit for the 14. That's an even harder hit for the 14 car. We'll back up one more time, and it's Kyle Buck in the 5 car, the number 5 Exalta. A little throwback to, I believe that's a Jeff Gordon paint scheme from back in the day, showing my age here just a little bit at the VidaneTV. We'll take a peek here on the onboard. You can see it's hard to tell if he's turning left because, well, he's turning left all the way through the corner, and well, there you see it. That'll happen in big-time sim racing, but Kyle Buck still in the 5th position, or check that, 10th position in the 5 car. Got to get them doubled up. These guys ready to rock and roll already. Still lights on the pace car, but they are 2x2 all the way through. And it's great to have you here with us on a Wednesday night. Thanks for tuning in. VidaneTV's coverage of the Turn4Podcast Winter iRacing Series. The LFOD 100 here at the virtual Southern National Speedway. Showtime Paul Strickland Jr. in the broadcast booth, pushing all the buttons, yelling into the microphone, and saying hello to everybody out there. We are live all over the internet. We're on Facebook for VidaneTV. Do a quick search on YouTube as well for VidaneTV, and that'll pop right up on the Smart TV tablet, wherever you may have us tuned in on. And we're also live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Strictly94. Shout out to everybody tuned in over there as well. Great night of racing, and it's not even halfway done yet. 47 laps in the books, coming to the green flag here to kick things off on lap number 48. Green flag from Bubbles in the flag stand, and we're racing once again at Southern National. Front 2 get it sorted out for about a half a lap. They switch positions. Aaron Thompson down to the bottom side of the racetrack, and J.D. Stockwell moving up the high side in that 45 car. You can see trying to drive down the banking just a little bit with that late apex, and he's trying to get that car to hook up on the exit, or on the entry more, as exit seems to have it figured out. The 19 car seems to struggle just a little bit. A little 2x2 action in the 3rd position there. Shippey down to the bottom side. Oh, Wenzel up in the 03 car, out into the outside wall. We made mention of it earlier on in the show. We're going to see a lot of yellow paint on these virtual race cars by the time the night is over. They get it all sorted out for about the front 10 or so, single file here on lap 51, just past the halfway marker. A couple of drivers up to the outside wall. Kyle Buck moving his way on up, running P9 right now, trying to get a handle on that middle groove. Slides up just a little bit, and that's going to open the car door for the race car. Race cars don't have car doors. We know that here at VidaneTV. But that's going to open the door for the 1 car of Sama Joe, who's going to try and take that spot, and does. A little bit loose there in the back end for Buck in the 5 car. There you see DJ Gerard rejoining the field, currently running in 13th after that incident earlier on. You can see the 14 car. Looks like they were able to get that motor patched up as well, albeit Harmon is currently being scored a lap down, so they're going to try and get that back with a caution flag. If one does in fact come out, you can see that wide angle shot there. Single file racing. These drivers doing a little bit of homework here at this venture in the night. They're trying to figure out what everybody else around them is doing, what the car in front, what the car in behind is doing, how they're getting into the corner. You can see the 19 car of Thompson trying different lines than what's going on up in front of them. But JD Stockwell still holding on to the lead here on lap number 56. Yellow flag flies, lots of big red flags here. Looks like a couple of drivers involved in this one. Newhouse Racing Designs instant replay will show us here on the wide angle shot from that top of the grandstands. Looks like the 14 car not having the night that they wanted as they get involved in another one. There's the 3 car coming in to a sliding halt as we're going to have a little bit of a yard sale with some sheet metal stacked up in it. We'll take another look at it from a little bit closer angle here. You can see almost 3 wide, 44 up into the 00. 5 car able to get through. There's the 14 giving it a shot. The 57 gets tucked in there as well. How about the 3 car sliding into a stop? It would have been so cool if it didn't hit, but still a cool shot. We got to take a look at that one, see what it looked like from on board that number 3 Good Wrench car. And you can see really tough to tell where the wreck is coming out of the corner. There's smoke and fire and everything's going on and just really nowhere to go. And just gets up there, gets a little bit of a tap and a great look at the Superflow logo on the back of that car. So that was kind of neat. But able to grab a gear and drive on away and rejoin the field there. There you see JD Stockwell loving this, giving himself an opportunity to shake the hands loose just a little bit. Led a bunch of laps so far here tonight. Aaron Thompson there in the 19 car running in second. Those two have been battling back and forth for the entirety of this one so far. On lap number 60, Skylar Shippey holding on to the top 5 in third right now. Cody Parker and Ryan Carmen going to be the top 5 as they run. And once again, these drivers are hungry. They want to get back to racing as quickly as they can. They're already lined up 2 by 2. We should get 1 to go this time, and we'll see those lights turn off on the iRacing pace truck. There you see it, lights off on that pace truck. We're getting ready to turn them loose once again. Couple of quick cautions here, nothing too crazy as it's a typical Wednesday night short track racing here in the iRacing world. Tuned in on VidaneTV. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and following. A little bit of door contact there on the green flag, but it doesn't slow either of these drivers down. Looks like the 051 car may have missed a shift on that one or spun the tires just a little bit. Able to gain that momentum back up, but the inside line a little bit broken up just a tad. The Aaron Thompson ride, though, all the way up to the outside wall in that 19 car, able to really turn down the banking and almost lean on the outside of the 45 car, leaning on the outside wall there at that point. That may have slowed the momentum just a touch, but you can see starting to figure out the exits. Big run there off of turn number 4. Tries to slide on down and does up in front of Stockwell. Holds the position for about a half a lap, but Stockwell says, he's going to try and keep that door open on the bottom side. Where are you going to find short track racing like this on a Wednesday night? Nowhere else than VidaneTV. You can see the 19 has himself another couple of laps led, but the 45 of Stockwell is all over the back bumper of our new leader, Aaron Thompson. You can see really taking a look down on the bottom side, but one of the things the 45 car is going to have to start worrying about is the 051 of Skylar Shippey. That car seems to be getting faster and faster as the night goes on. We've got differing weather, dynamic weather here in the iRacing world now, so maybe starting to come into the 051's driving style. You can see wearing those bright white gloves. We love to see it because anything like that or a neon green or orange, the drivers are able to see out the windshield. The fans and us here in the production trailer are able to see those bright gloves, and that goes for the real racing world too. That's just cool to look at. As you can see, these drivers really sawing on the virtual wheels here to get these cars to stay pointed in the right direction. And another peak down low for Stockwell. The 45 car wants that lead back, and you can see it seems like the 45 may be just a touch quicker, but Aaron Thompson able to hold on to that line up on almost the lower to mid groove. You can see moves up just a little bit. The 45 going to give him a tap. That's number 1. Everybody knows the rule, the TC 3 tap rule from Ted Christopher. 1 bump, hey, I'm here. 2, please move over. And 3, well, see, I told you to move. That may very well be tap number 2. And are those Band-Aids on the front of the 45 car? I think J.D. Stockwell knows exactly what's going on right now, and those Band-Aids may be there to intimidate the drivers up in front of them. You can see right up on the back bumper and going to get the door open here in a big way. Aaron Thompson moving up to the high side says, you know what? Take that door and try and walk through it if you can. Going to try and hold on to that lead from the top, but it looks like the 45 car may be there. Shippy going to join the fight as well. The 051 says, I'm done watching you guys play. I want to get up here and I want to get battling for this lead. And the 051 kind of taking just that little bit of clean air from between these 2 cars and able to pull right up to the back bumper. And you can see they're still side by side as they come out of turn number 4. It's been like this since the drop of the green flag. Oh, the 19 up to the outside wall. That's going to slow the momentum in a big way. Stockwell down to the bottom side, able to move on up, and does. Slides in front of the 19 car, but what that's going to do, that's going to open the door for Shippy. The 051 says, oh, hey, thank you. I'll take that second spot. My turn to battle for the lead. Going to turn on down into the corners here and try and get up to the door. You can see the 45 of Stockwell all the way up to that outside. We saw he's a little bit more comfortable down the bottom side of the racetrack from earlier on. You can see Shippy doing everything he can to stay on the bottom side of the racetrack, diving it on in. 8 wheels turn better than 4. That's what we've been talking about all week long with the late model stocks and the super late model shows that we've been doing this week here in the VidaneTV world, because we have got short track racing all over the place, and this is the best of it right here. The 051 and the 45 side by side. You can see the 45 gets a little bit loose, gets into the wall just a little bit. The 03 car of Wenzel, I believe that's the points leader. He wants to come up and get a little TV time. How about it for the 03? Going to come on in and try and get around that second position once again of Stockwell. That's been kind of the move of the night. Not going to happen right away though, because caution flag flies. Holy cow, I know these drivers could use a break, because, man, so could I. Great racing here at the virtual Southern National. Kyle Gammon, I agree, man. Holy cow. We got the chats all up on the screens here. Haven't been able to look on over. It's been some fantastic racing, but holy cow. Let's hit the tapes. Let's rewind this bad boy and see what brought out the caution here with 21 laps to go. And we'll back up to U-House Racing Designs instant replay. And this looks like this was another one of the ones we want to take a look at the blimp, because there's a couple of cars involved in this one. Focus up on that deep blue 43 car. Gets the brunt of this one. There's the contact. Sends that guy, that Miller Lite car around. The 98's involved as well, getting a little bit of a push there on the bottom side of the racetrack. That's a tough spot to be in for sure. We're going to back that up one more time and see if we can take a peek at it. A handful of drivers coming down pit road over on the other monitor. It looks like Zulo, Carmen, and Cody Parker, former leader of this race, going to come down pit road and get themselves some service. But once again, there you see the Miller Lite machine down and around. I believe that's the 11 car, and then gets up underneath the 98 car. Let's see if we can take a peek. That is, in fact, Cody Parker, who's coming down pit road. And, well, now you can see why, and that's... It's another one of those shots, folks. We got to back it up here and take a peek at what the 11 car saw from on board. And there we have it. We'll take a peek, and it happens quickly, and it's really tough here, especially when you've got a car on the outside, gets spun around, bing, bang, boom, gets the shot, and then there's there's the bottom of that car, and well, it's real tough to see. Car high, I guess, at that point. Here we go. We got it broken up. There's the 98 car. Big damage for the 11 of Cody Parker, and gonna join the tail end of the field here, it looks like. And back up front after pit stops, a couple of drivers elected to stay out, but those top 4, top 5 cars still lined up there. We're lined up 2 by 2 once again all the way through the field. Lights off the iRacing pace truck, getting ready to rock and or roll. Once again, Shippy down to the bottom side. Stockwell up high. Green flag flying once again. 16 laps to go at Southern National Speedway. Stockwell has that middle groove working. Has put down enough rubber up there to have just enough grip to try and hold on to the position, but you can see Shippy doing everything in his power to stay down on that bottom side and keep the momentum going, and tries to get up there, leans on the car just a little bit, not quite enough to scuff either of the doors or trade any paint, but just enough to kind of get enough air to help turn that 051, and they are still side by side. A little bit of a slip up there for the 03 of Wenzel in that third position. Going to open the outside door for the 19 of Thompson. Thompson up into the outside wall. 03 car gets a little bit of a shot from in behind. It's going to be Kimball in the 43 behind him. They're still side by side up in the lead. Stockwell making it happen on that middle groove, able to keep that momentum up around the high side. Really needs to make sure that he watches out, though, for that outside wall, that yellow wall, putting a lot of paint on these cars all throughout the night. I could bet you we could go through the field here after 12 more laps of racing, and we'll find yellow paint on each and every single one of these 21 cars in this field, putting on a show here for us on a Wednesday night. Some of the best sim racing, some of the best short track racing you're going to see anywhere, and it's right here happening on VidaneTV. The 051 still holding on down to the bottom side. Got to take a peek at just how hard Shippy is working to keep that car down on the bottom side. And there you see, just sawing on that wheel. Great shot here, shows the banking as well. Great shot of the 45 and just how close those two cars are here with 10 laps to go. Yellow flag, gonna fly, gonna restack them, gonna re-rack them, and gonna be one heck of a shootout here at Southern National for the LFOD 100. My, oh my. DJ Gerard is stuck. Oh, nope, he got her moving. He got her moving. We'll back that up. We'll see if we can pull the tapes out and take a peek at the U-House Racing Designs instant replay. The 00 not having the night they were looking for. DJ been involved in a couple of incidences here this evening, and looks to be another one here, and this is going to end the night for sure for the 00. But here we are from the blimp, the U-House Racing Designs instant replay. The double A is up on that high side. There you see the red 98 car down on the bottom side. Everything looking good right now. Buck in the 5 car. There you see the 19 gets a little bit of a nudge from the deep blue car. I believe it's the 45 or the 43, and really nowhere for the 98, the 00 to go. Aaron Thompson in the 19 does a great job getting that thing stopped, and DJ does a great job bumping those barrels. Got to back the stink barrel. Just knocking the water loose just a little bit, breaking the ice up a little bit there as well. Going to let the field go on by so they can continue on. That double outs has seen better days, but still up in the top 10, having himself a points night here at Southern National. 7 laps to go, and we have seen probably one of the most competitive back and forths up here throughout the entire night here on VidaneTV. All 100, or all, how many laps has it been? 100 laps, 6 to go, 94 laps. All 94 laps have been spectacular here in the LFOD 100 here at the virtual Southern National Speedway. Stockwell Shippy putting on a show here for us, as well as the rest of the field as we go on through. Just a handful of drivers as they come down pit road. It takes a long time to swap out 4 tires on these late models, so seeing a handful of drivers get some extended pit stops and lose a lap there. There's a good shot of those Band-Aids on the 45 car, so that whole crew knows that that chrome, that bright green horn may be used throughout the evening here tonight. The 03 car warming the tires up just a little bit more. That's going to be the points leader, Nathan Wenzel, on the inside of row number 2. Dylan Zulo in the 16 having a solid run as well. Kyle Buck, Ryan Carmen, Aaron Thompson, the 7 cars on the lead lap with 5 laps to go. The 03 spins the tires just a little bit, doesn't knock any momentum off of him, and we continue right where we left off. Door handle to door handle between the 45 and the 051. Stockwell down on the bottom, Shippy on the high side. Everybody else is there. 3 laps to go at Southern National. This is going to be a 2.5 lap drag race to find out which one of these drivers is going to come out on top. Stockwell up 3 spots from where they qualified. Skyler Shippy qualified right there on the front row. Stayed there all night long and staying up on the high side in the 051. 2 laps to go. Stockwell down in the bottom of the 03 car there, just in case either of these drivers or both make a mistake, and get right up to the bottom bumper of the 45. Give it a little bit of a nudge. Connection issue for the 03, has to back up out of it. The leaders do not. Stockwell going to get a little bit of a run down on the bottom side. The 051 up high. Shippy going to take the checkered flag, or is he? Stockwell bobbles just a little bit. It's going to be Shippy. The 051 car wins the closest race I think we've seen here on VidaneTV in a very, very long time. You can see unofficially the results. Shippey, Stockwell, Wenzel, Zulo, and Carmen. My goodness, 6/1000ths of a second. And that whole 5-1 is... it looks like they parked already. Holy moly. We'll take a look at the finishing order here in this one. The 45 knows he put on a heck of a show. He's going to do some burnouts and give us something to look at here on VidaneTV. But my goodness, we'll take a look at the slow motion replay in the background of that. There you see the 45 burning him down. And then we'll take a peek here at the unofficial results here. J.D. Stockwell going to come home victorious. Nathan Wenzel second. Dylan Zulo, Ryan Carmen, and Kyle Buck going to finish in the top 5. Aaron Thompson in 6. 7's going to be Skylar Shippey, Stephen Dickey, DJ Gerard, and Caden Roberts going to be the top 10 in this one. And holy cow, what a finish it was, and what a race it was all night long. And we're going to talk to the guy that came home with the victory, J.D. Stockwell. Talk to us. Holy cow, what a race.
Oh, I don't know if I came home with the victory. I thought it was Skylar.
Oh, no, you're right. It's second.
Right.
Holy cow. That was, but we're still going to talk to JT first. We're over at the 45 car. What a great run in that black and green machine. What else did you need to hold on to that one?
Yeah, I don't know. We kind of used up our tires there with like 20 to go. We were just going as hard as we could. So I feel like if we didn't do that, we probably would have had it. But I definitely used them up with about 20 to go.
Yeah, putting on one of the best shows we've seen here on VidaneTV in a long time. What was it like inside the car, just knowing that that you're able to really lean on each other and not have to worry about getting wrecked?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was really good because I know Skylar isn't going to wreck me. So I knew we could bump doors and do whatever, and we wouldn't wreck, and we just keep going. So I didn't really care who got it because I would have been happy for both of us.
Yeah, absolutely. Putting on a show here. I'm so excited. I messed up the post-race interviews. JD finishing here second as the Facebook chat jumps down my throat. I'm sorry, guys. Very exciting here. Blood's pumping in the VidaneTV HQ booth. But a great run here tonight. Solid finish. Coming home in second. Who's out there watching? Who gets you to and from the virtual racetrack?
Yeah, the Heat Race Heroes podcast. My mom, my dad, Skylar, Aaron, Alex. I think that's it.
Putting on a show here, coming home in second. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
And we'll move a little bit further on down pit road. Nathan Wenzel had a little bit of a Hail Mary coming to the checkered. Had one final shot to try and get down on the inside. Took it, didn't quite make it, but still finished in third. What's going through your mind?
Yeah, I kind of just screwed myself on one of the cautions, and then I decided I'd just take tires and just had a lot of fun coming through the field and just came up a little bit short.
Heck of a points note here coming in. Top 5 in points, I believe. We'll have to double check on that on the old Facebook post later on here tonight. But still big picture racing. Have you got anything for him next week?
I believe we're going to Stafford. I honestly don't know. We'll see.
we'll all find out together live on VidaneTV. Who's out there watching? Who gets you to and from the virtual racetrack?
Oh, I got to thank my parents, my mom, dad, Lindsay, and everyone that's watching.
Absolutely, and congratulations, man. Solid run here tonight, coming home in third.
Thank you.
I am not sure what's going on with the results that are on the screen, but Skylar Shippey did in fact win, and we are over here in Victory Lane. And Shippey, we have seen some close races here on VidaneTV. I don't think we've seen close races for about 75 green flag laps. What's going through your mind right now?
Oh, yeah, that was by far the best race we've had on here. Me, Aaron, and JD, we're all good buddies, so we knew we could race hard and keep it clean, and I think we put on a show.
Absolutely. Still sweating up here in the booth. Lost my voice all over the place with the timing and scoring. We'll get that all sorted out on the Facebook here momentarily. But a great run here tonight, putting the show on for the masses. Who's out there watching? Who gets you to and from the track?
Oh, yeah, my parents, Northeast Home Restoration, Salon Meraki, Perkins, UNOH, and the Heat Race Heroes podcast. We're all, yeah, good deal.
Picking them up, putting them down, leading laps, and winning races. Congratulations, Skylar. Go celebrate.
Thank you.
One heck of a show here from the virtual Southern National Speedway, and man, oh man, coming to the week starting to come to a close. We got one more race here tomorrow night, the NEP series coming back to us. That's going to be a lot of fun. Crazy to think we're right back to racing 4 nights a week here on VidaneTV. Monday night, the RBR Maritime Group coming back with their Season 7. Tuesday night, going to be the Wingnut Productions Late Model Series. Right back here for Stafford next week at the Turn4Podcast Winter iRacing Series. And then next Thursday night, the NEP Series returning as well. But that's going to do it here for us tonight, folks. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're live all over the internet. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We are on Twitch, and we're on Twitter. Be sure to give us the likes, the subscribes, the shares, the follows, all that good stuff, and let your friends and family know that you're watching a little bit of iRacing action here on a Wednesday night. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you on the flip side, and when we do, we are going to be doing it live.